Welcome to the instruction video for Bungee Run Patriot. Inside of our box here, we have our checklist of what we're checking off, which should include our 3 harnesses and a few batons, Velcro batons. On our harnesses, we want to make sure we have all of our locking carabiners right there. They cannot be normal sandbag carabiners. They need to be locking or either a D-ring or in-link with the thread. We're good. We got everything we need on this. You need to check that before you leave the warehouse and check it, make sure it's on your trailer. When anchoring down the bungee runs, we always want to make sure we either stake it or sandbag it really well. If we're using sandbags, we need to put 2 to 3 sandbags per rear anchor. On this unit, we have 5 rear anchors. We have 1 there, 2 here, 3 right in the middle under this blower tube, 4 on this corner, and 5 around on this side. We want to make sure we get these really well, otherwise when people run and pull this forward, the unit will move, and we don't want that to happen during an event. So on this Bungee Run Patriot, with our back plates, it should go back plate. Then we have our threaded in link. You want to make sure that is screwed in all the way. There we go. Now these bungees, one side is connected, and the other side of the bungees are completely separate. See that there? So the ropes are separate on the outside, and the side that is tied in together and sewn in together with the bungees is always going to be attached to the back plate. We'll go over that in a little bit later in this video on exactly why this is. So for when we are installing our bungees and our back plates, make sure everything's connected. Our 2 separate ends are actually going to get stuffed together to the other side of the unit. This one's a little bit easier to poke everything through. Make sure your end link is tightened down, or this bungee can't ever come off. Make sure everything's secure in it. We're going to repeat that on the other 2 lanes also. Now with inside of our box, we'll grab the 3 harnesses. I'm gonna throw 1 in each lane. I'm gonna grab 3 batons. We're gonna go jump inside now. Our batons, we just wanna throw 2 on one side and 1 on the other. Always connect our harness. We wanna pull it, our bungee, make sure it's got good contact. It isn't gonna slip through, come out, and hit a kid. That is also why we check on the backside of every setup that our in links or locking carabiners are on there completely and tightened down all the way. We never want this coming off and smacking someone. Now when you're setting up for a kid, you're just gonna use 1 of these separate bungees. So if it's a smaller, like an elementary school, I'm only gonna set up 1 bungee and roll up the second one and just throw it to the back here. That way the kid has less resistance and can actually go far for the unit. Now, if you're setting up for more of an adult party or you're staffing it, you will have to be switching back and forth. So for an adult, you want to put in both bungee cords, and that way it makes it a little more even and fair for the kids versus the adults, even if they're going at the same time. When putting on the harness, kind of go over just like a backpack. You'll clip it in, tighten everything up. And then what the whole point of the game is you take your baton, you want to try to get a running start, and you want to go as far as you can. Mark it, and you're going to get pulled back. The full example. Oh. That's the whole point and objective of this game. After your setup, your accessory box for this one will just sit right behind the unit during the event. That way it's out of the way for the customer and it's easy for you to take down later in the day. Now after the event, when you're picking up, you want to make sure you get your harnesses out of the unit before you roll it up. After we've disconnected the harnesses, when we grabbed our batons, we need to make sure they all end up back inside the box. The thing we need to make sure is our carabiners are on our harnesses, not on the bungees left inside the unit. That way, warehouse and managers can inspect these, make sure these are in good operation and safe to use out in the field. Got 3 lanes, got 3 harnesses in this box. There is a checklist here of exactly what should be in here.